And Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. You feel me?
Rich Trapper.
The homie wanted you to whitelist this shit too.
Ooh.
Rich Trapper.
Rich Trapper?
He be reacting to your shit.
What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, seeing it. What's the deal? Y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. We back in action with another reaction video. Back in the same. Like cracking this thing, man. You already know the deal, man. Like, comment, subscribe for more good content. We got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Some news you can use, some knowledge you can't get in college, big dog. You see that quick hands? Yes, sir. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Might do it to you, big dog. You don't want this issues. Don't worry about it, big dog. Don't even worry about it. Hit the subscribe button, become part of this Rich Trapper Mafia. Hit that notification bell, hit it all tapped in for the latest and the greatest. What we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network? Some news you can use, some knowledge you can't get in nobody's Collegito, you feel me? Because they not like us. They not like us. Ooh, they not like us. Don't worry about it. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell, all that with man. Something gone. It's my new single, man. Get into that. If you ain't got into that, make sure you get into this, man. Signature honey cigars. Shout out to T.I. Shout out to Signature Honey Cigars. Not intended for minors. Smooth, sweet, honey, aromatic flavor. You already know the deal, man. Get into that if you ain't got into those. Make sure you get into these, man. Tasty, live, resin, honey, signature cigars. Whatever you're trying to show me is not anything because all I can see is all your apps. You're childish. You are childish. And you made me drop my tasty signature, my tasty live resin cartridges. And I'm going to show these anyway because you are childish. You not like us. You not like... Hey, Drake fans be the wildest, bro. Drake fans be the wildest. A minor. That's all I'm going to say, man. We're talking about everything but them kids that ninjas was touching on. Anyway, no rat 3 finger, hot dog water. Anyway, we finna jump into the content, man. Sunday, May the 19th. Make sure you get tapped in because we are giving away $250. Drop a comment because the best comment of the month between now and then will receive a $50 cash app. The top commenter between now and then will receive a $50 cash app. But the winner of the live music review will get a $150 cash app because that makes the most sense. You feel me? And don't care about pissing you off. Anyway, yeah, make sure you get into that if you ain't got into that. And if we get to 11,000 subscribers between now and then, the winner of the live music review will get a $200 cash app instead of a $150 cash app. So if you want to get registered for the live music review, drop a comment in my DMs. Drop a DM in my Instagram, TRAPNEWS, NETWORX, Trap News Network. Slide into my DM. The link is in the bio. Don't worry about it, or description, whatever we got here on YouTube. Don't worry about it. We got Jesse Lee Peterson. Did you cut off your pin 15? Jesse Lee Peterson asks wild questions to a trans woman. Okay. We finna jump into this content. I don't want to further ado the don'ts, man. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Yes.
And how do so your father and mother know that you are a transgender person now?
Yes.
And how do they feel about that?
They feel very proud that I am and I have become to be who I am.
And so at 19 you decided to remove, just to be clear, you don't have anything exteriorly that says you're a boy. Everything about you says woman, right? You took everything off.
What do you see?
Well, I don't see everything, but the things that you don't have the.
But I think that's part of the problem, right?
You don't have the penis thing, right?
Well, what I'm trying to tell you and what I'm trying to explain to you, and
you don't have a penis thing is crazy, but let's see where this goes.
I hope that you get at some point is that because of the societal messages and societal constructs, if you could be as masculine as possible, then that means that you are a macho, that you are someone who portrays to be what society thinks is a man, right? And it's the same for a woman. Society has sort of like transformed for people to think that.
Disclosure over this entire video. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. Here at TNN Trap News Network, we love everybody. Gay, straight, bisexual, trisexual, maybe you and bisexual. Your business. If you love them, you hate them, you love them, you a they, you a them, you a he, you a she, you a we. Whatever you pick, you got 2 chromosomes, 1 chromosome, 2 chromosomes that match, 1 chromosome that don't match. It don't matter. Whatever you got going on, we give hugs, not thugs, and no longer on drugs. Make sure we preach no hate. This is going to get interesting. I'm just saying. Jesse Lee Peterson, that ninja be saying all kind of stuff. So we want to say here at TNN Trap News Network, no matter what color your flag is, we love you, except for the Klan. If you're a part of the Klan, we don't love you. We don't love the Klan. Or any other white supremacist racist group. We don't love them. But we kind of rock with the Hells Angels, though, because they rock with us, and they sent me that message, and it was really cool. And couple days ago, the guy from the Hells Angels actually sent me another message, was like, thanks for the shout out. And I was like, damn, the Hells Angels really do sit down and they watch. And I remember I told y'all a couple weeks ago that they actually sent me a video from their clubhouse. Nobody's face was shown. I assume because, you know, I got the whole black thing going for me. They probably didn't want all that to go onto the internet. However, but they was watching the, you know, Trap News Network. So, you know, like, I guess shout out to the Hells Angels, maybe, kind of, something like that. Either way it goes, though, we love everybody. Hugs. This ninja does not represent Trap News Network, no matter how hard we laugh. So let's keep going.
A vagina makes a woman.
So let me ask it this way.
He thinks is a man, right? And it's the same for a woman. Society has sort of like transformed for people to think that a vagina makes a woman.
So
Society has transformed to make people think that a vagina makes a woman. Well, when do we not think that a vagina makes a woman? When do we transform into thinking that? Meaning that we once didn't think that, and now we do think that, which would be like a transformation to go from like one to the other, like how you went from a man to a woman. When do we as a society not think that a vagina made a woman? No disrespect, but the traditional woman, the classic woman with the vagina is actually further back on the timeline than the new age woman that might have extra part. So she, that person, as they identify, might have things confused because transform means that to go from one to, it's just not making sense. We gonna keep letting it. We gonna just let the video play. This nigga's finna say something funny.
He thinks is a man, right? And it's the same for a woman. Society has sort of like transformed for people to think that a vagina makes a woman.
So let me ask it this way. Have you had the complete surgery? I read that you had. Is that true?
Again, you know, I think whether I have a vagina or have a penis that is 12 inches long, like it doesn't matter. I think what is relevant to the conversation is, you know, what type of education you...
No, Diddy. somehow, some way, No Diddy fits this moment. I'm not going to say why, not going to say where, not going to say how, but no whack 100, 3-finger drinking the hot dog water. That's what we won't do. No Diddy. No Diddy. Trigger warning, I told you, prepare to be offended and entertained all at the same time. This is crazy.
want to send to your audience.
Like Bruce Jenner did. Bruce had...
Her name is Caitlyn.
Who?
Her name is Caitlyn Jenner.
Well, he had the complete physical surgery, but apparently he's still
And then he goes, he totally disregards. Well, he has a complete physical surgery.
attracted to women. Are you attracted to women at all?
My...
Who?
So if Caitlyn Jenner once was the artist formerly known as Bruce Jenner, now has a vagina but is attracted to women, are you a lesbian? But then you was born a man, so would you be like, how does this work? It's so much confusion. Somebody in the LGBTQ plus community that's a part of Rich Rapper Mafia, y'all let me know how this works in the comments, because if you a man that become a woman that still deal with women, are you now a lesbian, or are you just like, I'm gonna just stop. Y'all let me know, because the PR rep is in the back saying, just waving the white flag. I won't stop. Let's keep going. I won't stop. Waving the white flag. If you can see what's going on behind this camera, they are literally begging me to stop this video at this point. The look of like, nigga, you're going there? Seatbelt buckled up. Zoom. Hit the gas. Yes, we're going there. Let's go, Rich Rapper Mafia.
Her name is Caitlyn Jenner.
Well, he had the complete physical surgery, but apparently he's still attracted to women. Are you attracted to women at all?
My sexual orientation, again, right? I think it's important that we understand what gender identity is and what is sexual orientation, right? I personally like men, right?
Mm-hmm.
But sexual orientation is different than how one identifies. In other words, the gender that, you know, wants to be, you know, that one wants to portray.
My question is, if having a vagina don't make you a woman, why you cut off your dick? If having a vagina doesn't define a woman, why you cut off your dick trying to get a vagina? It's an honest question, and I want an honest answer. It don't make sense.
right?
Let me ask, as a boy, were you, up until 19, were you ever with a girl?
Sexually, you mean?
Yeah.
That's something I don't want to disclose.
As a woman, have you ever been with a man sexually?
I've been with men different times. Yes.
Straight man or a gay man?
I personally like men.
You like masculine men?
Yes.
Okay. You run something
But
called...
being masculine doesn't mean that a person cannot be gay. So, you know what I mean? Again, you know, these are things that we have to understand because...
No, that could be true. Just because somebody is masculine or feminine or whatever doesn't determine their sexual orientation. That could be true. Because, you know what I'm saying, people like to make whatever jokes about Prince. Prince ain't all the hoes. Prince still got all the hoes. Prince is still alive. Prince is still around. No, Prince is dead. Prince is super dead. Like at like Walmart or something. Like, did he like die like CVS or something crazy like that? Or like something right before? It was like, let's go into it. ADD kicking in. Let's figure out what happened to Prince. I feel like something happened with like Prince, like a CVS or a Walmart or something before he died, like a Walgreens or something. How did Prince die? Accidental drug overdose, fentanyl. Goodness gracious. Either way it go. That blouse wearing nigga had hoes. That's what I will say. That blouse, I say all that to say, God bless the dead, rest in peace, Prince. That blouse wearing nigga had hoes, bro. He was feminine, he was all that. Ronald Isley, the Gap Band, all them niggas wore blouses with fucking with tassels and shit. Them niggas had ruffles and shit on their feather, on their hoes, big dog. Hoes, big dog. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, say man, ain't time to play. Hoes, big dog. Them niggas had fringes. Nigga with fringes was knocking down your granny, nigga. Y'all niggas laughing and all that kind of shit. And nigga in a whole blouse, fringes with the slick back, finger waves, with the motherfucking manicure, on 10, long fingernail, doing a little powder, knocking your granny down. Knocking your granny was a freak for a nigga with fringes, ninja. Your granny busted it open for a nigga in a blouse. Your granny a bouncing booty blouse bandit, brody. A booty bouncing blouse bandit, brody. Your granny was, on God. And your mama did it for niggas in leather pants. Feminine as hell. They had hoes, though. So, how you dress, how you act does not determine your sexuality. That I will agree on. Let's see.
No, it seems to me that you do have a very important role. You have an audience that follows you. And so when you send this type of messages to your audience, this is the types of messages that confuse your audience.
Well, I'm only asking the questions. You're giving the message.
Well, then I think you need to reframe your questions.
I need to reframe it? What do you mean? Then I want...
Your questions are...
Reframe your questions. Refrain means to not give or to not do, to stop doing something. Reframe would be, Six, lay down, you creepazoid. Reframe means to redo and redirect.
not appropriate.
What do you mean?
You're asking me if I have had, like sexual reassignment surgery. That is not appropriate.
You kind of look like you have. A boy don't grow.
But that's your own assumption, though. You know what I mean? Like you're making judgments.
Do you think God created you this way, or it's because you resented your mother?
I think God has guided me through a very important process in which I am very grateful to.
Do you still have conflict within, or do you have perfect peace now?
I am gonna say that I am not a fallen state. I am in a perfect state of mind.
Do you believe that transgender issue is a civil rights issue or a moral issue?
I think, transgender rights, it's a human rights issue.
But not a civil rights issue.
Now that I can't say. Trans rights are a human rights issue. Every human walking this planet should be allowed to love, live, learn, play, worship as they see fit. I can agree with that. I don't think that it's a civil rights issue. I don't think it's a moral right issue. I think it's a human right issue. And as long as what they doing ain't infringing on what nobody. Hey, Six, come here. Come here. Come here. Go lay down. You ain't slick. Lay your bald-headed ass down. Anyway, as long as you ain't like infringing on what nobody got going on, ain't nobody infringing what you got going on, I do believe that transgender rights and gay rights are human rights. You should be able to do what you want to do as you want to do it. You feel me? As long as what you're doing ain't affecting nobody else, the way I'm doing ain't affecting nobody else, we should all be able to get our freak on how we do it. Unless you know what I'm saying, a freaky ass nigga, you a 69 god, freaky ass nigga. We don't appreciate no freaky ass niggas on our 69 gods, but they not like us. So, you know what I'm saying? That's that.
It is. I mean, if you have human rights, you do have civil rights. And if you're not acknowledged as a human, as an individual, as a community, then obviously the other rights are like non-existent.
In a public bathroom, a confused person can walk into any bathroom of choice now. Well, not really.
A confused person. What do you mean by that?
The ones that don't know if they're a man or a woman, they can now just walk into any bathroom of choice. Is that fair to people, to heterosexual people?
I would actually, again, rephrase my question or your question. When people...
Now, I'm noticing that this person, whenever they don't have a direct answer, they just overphrase or trying to go around it, blah, blah. If you ain't got shit to say, just say you ain't got shit to say, or just say you don't know. But, like, dance around the question is just annoying and wasting everybody's time.
Are going to the bathroom, they know exactly what they're going to the bathroom
but
for.
Is that fair to normal people that a man
What do you mean
woman,
normal? What's normal? Well, maybe normal to you, maybe different to me.
So let me ask this way. Now that you're a transgender person, let's say you're walking down the road and you feel like a shower. And here's a shower at Target. You're walking past Target. Here's a shower opportunity for ladies. Would you feel comfortable going into a ladies' shower, taking your clothes off now and getting in a shower with women?
I feel very comfortable in being myself anywhere I go.
I want to ask you about Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Who you voted for this time around?
As an undocumented person, I am not able to vote.
So you're here illegally?
Again, these are terms that are offensive to people.
How are you able to stay?
But how is that term, you're here illegally, is offensive to people? You're an undocumented person. That would mean that you're in the country illegally. You would be an illegal immigrant. Now, should you be able to come and go as you please? I don't know. That's between you and your God and your statesman and your countrymen and all that. I ain't here to decide that. But by definition, this person has a problem with definitions. So your problem really isn't with Jesse Lee Peterson. You really have you have an issue with Webster's dictionary. That's actually who you have a problem with. Like, you don't have a problem with Jesse Lee. You have a problem with Webster's for sure.
You're illegally and be out in the open and people know you're here that way.
I am very privileged that I am able to be and go anywhere I please.
Amazing. Donald Trump, how do you feel about his immigration plans?
I want to live in a society that it is understanding, that it is, understanding of the differences of people. Not to say that, because I'm white, I have privilege, right? And those are Donald Trump's ideals.
Did he say that?
There is white supremacy. Did
Donald Trump say, because I'm white, I have privilege?
But you don't have to say it. If you understand history and the way institutions are formed and the way power is formed and is portrayed.
You call Bruce Jenner a white...
Her name is Kathleen.
Her name is what?
Kathleen Jenner.
Okay, Bruce.
Kathleen or Caitlyn? Kathleen. Her name is Kathleen. I know I got a list, but goddamn words is hard. Kathleen.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Her name is not Bruce.
But anyway, you call him a white supremacist.
It's not a him.
Get out.
Again,
because let me just
you
finish
need
the
to
point.
be educated for real. It's not Bruce.
But anyway,
sorry, the dog tripping.
You call him a white supremacist.
It's not a him. Again,
because let me just finish the point.
You need to be educated for real. You really need to be educated.
But let me finish the point because of
subject.
time. You call him a white supremacist for supporting Donald Trump. Can you explain that?
She does have white privilege.
What does that mean? What do you mean?
Well, then again,
what is white privilege?
Are you a journalist?
What is white privilege?
I think that's something that you should have already known.
Tell me in a few words or less, what is it? What is white privilege in your mind?
Oh my God. White privilege is really, it is about, it has to do with color and it has to do with resources that people have sort of like inherited or have access to.
What does it feel like knowing that society would never accept transgender as a norm?
again, you know, what you think is a norm to you may be different what I think is a norm to me. And so, you know, that notion or that sense of norm or normal, what it is normal, you know, it's completely, you know, stupid.
Let me ask you a final question. Do you want to be married like to a man one day and have children and all that?
I was married for 12 years.
And you have kids? To a man or a woman?
To a man.
To a man. And you have kids?
I don't have kids.
I really appreciate you coming. Did you have fun?
I was sort of like getting upset at times.
So did you have fun?
It was interesting, I would say.
Remember your creator.
Oh man, all right, man. That's another Jesse Lee Peterson. That ninja's funny, man. On the slow news days, management sends me Jesse Lee Peterson's, and we react to Jesse Lee Peterson. He says all the things that we are not thinking. So, with that being said, think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Until next time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. More content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network, man. Make sure you stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. What we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Make sure you get into that. If you ain't got into that, you already know the deal, man. Red dot, slide to the left, get something good chili on. You already know the deal, man. I'm finna take myself to sleepy. I've been out grinding all day, so it's free Avenue Angel until he's free. We go.